All right, we done with the AJ Brown stuff. Can we talk about some actual football that has to go down no matter if AJ Brown is happy, no matter if he gets 1,000 yards or 100 yards or 2 yards in one game? We still got a game to play coming up and coming to the town, coming to Lincoln Financial Field is no other than the Broncos. And we kind of own them when you really want to talk about it. But we gonna dissect the do's and don'ts of how we gonna be victorious and go straight to 5-0, y'all. Yo, that. You're yo, that man. You know who it is. You know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General Hair Report for duty. Hit the like button, subscribe, sharing is caring. I'm trying to get back monetized, and to do that, we need to get this train rolling. We need more views. Yes, I know I need more content, but your boy be busy. I'm at a job site right now. Just left one of my clients, man. But you know I got to give y'all the do's and don'ts, and also the fresh fact. So fresh fact today is listen. You get what you put in. You get what you put in. If you put in a whole bunch of bullcrap and lazy work, if you put in a whole bunch of complaining, if you put in a whole bunch of, I don't know, that's what you're going to get in return, meaning you're going to get half on your investment, probably none on your investment because you ain't invest nothing. If you go there, you come up, you show up, you show out, you do what you got to do, and you sometimes, yes, it's keep your head down until that time for you to level up. These are the fresh facts. These are the jewels that I'm dropping for you today. Let's get straight to the video. Before we talk about the do's and don'ts, I did not cover the AJ Brown situation. To me, it took away from the fact that we 4-0. It took away from the fact that Kevin Petula needs a little bit more light on him. It took away from the fact that the Eagles have won 20 out of the last 21 games. That is damn near impossible in the National Football League. But we are going to talk about the drama. And that's really not what I'm here for. And I get it. I'm going to say this one thing, which is weird to me, and that's it. And y'all can take it how y'all take it. Pause. That was crazy, but you know what I mean. AJ tweet said, if they not listen, it was something in the fact that I think it's a Bible verse. I know I'm Muslim, so I don't know. It was something in the fact of if they don't listen to you, you just stay this and you stay that. Okay. You say that, but then in your interview, you say that you're not even talking in the huddle. That sometimes you're not even in the huddle. You're not even paying attention. So when's the perfect time to say, give me the ball? When's the perfect time to say, I need that in the huddle right before the play? When's the perfect time to say, you know what? I don't think, the way that they covering me, because you got to feel for the game and you got to talk right there. The way they cover me, I don't know if we should run this slant. How about we do a dig route? How about we do a comeback right here? Because the way that the game is going. And you know what, Jalen Hurts would be like, all right, we're going to change your route to such and such. I'm pretty sure. But if you talking about some you not in the huddle, I don't understand that. I love A.J. Brown. See, I didn't want to go down this rabbit hole. Love A.J. Brown, everything he does for the Philadelphia Eagles. But to me, I just didn't like that. That didn't make any sense to me. That you saying they gotta listen to you, but you're not in the huddle to talk about it. All right, let's get straight to the do's and don'ts. You already know. Yes, we gotta run the ball, but we gotta run the ball successfully. We have to find ways to get creases in the offensive line because here's another thing that's being swept under the rug with this AJ Brown situation. The offensive line has not been good. The grades that these offensive linemen have getting been dropped. I think it's everybody but not Landon Dickerson. Everybody but Jurgens. Everybody has dropped. Lane Johnson has dropped. Landon Dickerson has dropped immensely, and I think it's because both of them are hurt. Mekhi Becton isn't here anymore. See, a lot of people want to talk about these 60-yard runs and these 70-yard runs that Saquon was getting. What is the missing piece? I'm here to tell you it's Mekhi Becton. Because when you look at the tape and when you look at actually where these runs was coming from, because a lot of them was in the inside. but they was on Mekhi Becton part, and you basically had two tackles next to each other, and Big Lane Johnson and Mekhi Becton, and they was just destroying the defensive line. And he was getting to the second level. You know how he do when he gets to the second level. The problem is Saquon Barkley cannot get to the second level. So here's the thing that you have to do with that immense talent that Saquon Barkley is, with the speed that he has. You need to get him on the outside. You need to find more creative ways to get him the ball. You need to run more screens. You need to have him coming out of the backfield. I mean, listen, you can say it's simple. You can say it's harder than you just saying it. I get that. But also, you also not doing it. So tell me that is harder than just saying it when you actually do it and then it doesn't happen. So Kevin Petula got to take a look in the mirror on that. Yes, you do. You cannot have another collapse against the Denver Broncos. You can't have another collapse in a half this damn whole season. Because yes, we are trying to repeat. And I'm not here to complain about the 4-0, but it's also things that we got to understand that we got to tighten up. And one of them is the passing game, and one of them is riding this wave that we had in the second half against the Rams. You traveled over it with in the first half against the whoever against the Buccaneers, right? You got a situation to where though everything just stalled at the half. Now I get it. When you look at the tape, you look at the all 22. Ty Bowles switched it up. He stopped sending so many blitzes. He was picking the spots where he wanted to blitz, and it was more people basically in coverage. But to me, when you are the offensive coordinator, you say, "Oh, they doing this. I got a game plan for that." So that's another dude. You have to have a counter to the opposite coordinator's counter. You come out into a game plan. Somebody throws a hook. You dip, right? Now you come out to the game plan. Somebody throws a hook. You dip and you parry because you know that hook is coming. You parry, meaning you block and you knock the ass out. That's what Kevin Patullo has to get better at. And you cannot, for the life of me, this is a don't. This is at the top of the list of don't. You cannot go in there and try to force feed AJ Brown. It throws the rhythm off. The rhythm was already off, but you killed the momentum by targeting AJ Brown. And you know what else? It looks like he's trying to bully you. You look like you got bullied. It should be no reason that AJ Brown is unless he's cooking, is the target, the hot route on 3 consecutive plays, and they all are the same. Oh, are you trying to fit a square peg in a round hole? Still got Devontae Smith. You still got Dallas Goedert. Shoot, you even got Calcaterra. You got Jahan Dotson. You got Saquon Barkley. I mean, I'm confused here. I really am. I'm perplexed, to tell you the truth. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this, and I get it. A lot of people getting on Nick Sirianni, but I think if we pull this through, it'll be another year Nick Sirianni deals with all of the bull crap, all of the outside talk, the AJ Brown situation, and is still victorious. So I got to give Nick a lot of credit on that. But what I am going to have to put a side eye to is the fact that you did hire Kevin Petula. That's on your jacket. You did hire um uh uh, uh um Brian Johnson. That's on your jacket. Now you also did hire Shane Steichen, and you also, I think, you hired Kellen Moore. It seemed like it probably was a Howie Roseman situation. I really think that it was. I really think bringing in Vic Fangio and Kellen Moore was a Howie Roseman situation because we're going to help this young head coach to where though he could totally be the CEO. But it do seem like two out of the three hires that you have made have been unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. So you got to tighten that up. You got to tighten that up, and you also the defense. Listen, here's what I'm gonna say. N'Kobe Dean has definitely ruled himself out, which is weird. No, nothing came up on the actual website for like the Philadelphia Eagles when N'Kobe Dean went on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and said that he's not going to play. I thought that you were supposed to just like gradually bring him in. You can't mess up what you got going on with Campbell and Zach Bond. This cornerback two situation is getting dicey. I looked at Kelly Ringo. I thought he played good. If I had to give him something, I had to give him probably like a B minus. He did miss a couple tackles, and you cannot do that in Vic Fangio's defense. That's a don't. If Kelly Ringo's going to play, you got to tackle, brother. And Vic Fangio came out his mouth and said it. This ain't special teams, basically. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. This ain't. He got to understand that this ain't special teams because you got a whole gang of people running down next to you that can clean up stuff. You on an island, brother. You miss a tackle, it can go from a 3-game loss to a 50-yard game like that. So you got to wrap up, brother. Got to wrap up. All in all, the defense, man, shout out to Quinyon Mitchell for getting Defensive Player of the Week. I thought he was outstanding. And I was wondering why he was snapping like how he was snapping. I'm like, yo, I ain't never seen him fired up like this. He was mic'd up. He was mic'd up. He was mic'd up. I said, okay, young fella, get it. Get your shine. Talk your ish. Because remember, he was talking his ish to Mike Evans last year. He told him, you don't know who I am. He basically said, Nizar, who are you? Well, he just showed. Even though Mike didn't play, I get it. But still, that Buka, he a problem. He going to be a problem in the league for a minute. And he's shutting down. And he's going to have to do the same with Sutton. It's crazy because I got Sutton on my fantasy. Yo, I'm about to not play Sutton because I know what they're going to do. They're going to shadow him. Quinyon Mitchell has been traveling the last 2 games and has been dominant. That's another thing that Vic Fangio is figuring out. And yo, it seemed like he doesn't make any bad moves. Last year, not playing Devin White, I thought that was a horrible move. Turned out N'Kobe Dean was the better player. The only move that he made, but DeJean was hurt. But the only move that he made was starting Avonte Maddox at the slot that I didn't like. But DeJean was hurt, and then when DeJean got healthy, he still sat for like I think it was a game or 2. But he made that adjustment. He figured it out. Vic Fangio really has not made any bad decisions at all. If you go down the line, I mean, you want to talk about, and I don't think that's really on him, but I'm pretty sure that they asked him letting Darius Slay and Isaiah Rodgers go. Yeah, I give you that. But I don't think that was his decision. And I think at the end of the day, he said he does he goes to Howie like, I want to draft this guy, I might want to get this guy. But if Howie like, listen, man, I'm cool off of them. I don't think Vic Fangio is the type of guy that's going to throw a hissy fit. I don't think he gonna suck his thumb and need a blankie or something because he throwing a hissy fit. I don't think he that kind of guy. But off to the Buccaneers again, man. You got to get pressure on Bo Nix. You gotta get pressure on Bo Nix. This guy he's a good young quarterback. I actually got him on my fantasy also. I ain't starting him neither. I'm gonna have to go with C.J. Stroud. Don't disappoint me, CJ. Um, yeah, but in all seriousness, man, you got to get pressure on this young fella. He can make every throw that a professional quarterback is supposed to make. He has talent around him. The defense is immaculate. And you know they got one of them guys over there in Patrick Surtain. We talk about our guy, Patrick Surtain, one of them dudes right there. Patrick Surtain is one of them dudes that's right there, if not just slightly above Quinyon Mitchell because of him being in the league and he's a little bit savvier. And he's a defensive player of the year. So to me, I think that with the AJ Brown situation, they're going to try to just run to and they're going to put Patrick Surtain on AJ Brown, try to take him out of the game, try to make him, because now you're a target. And when I say target, I don't mean on the field. It is going to be start on the field, but they're trying to get into your mental. They feel as though they might feel as though you mentally weak. They might feel as though we can get into your head, and they might feel as though if we take you out of the game, you're not going to respond well to your team, and it might crumble all the way down. So that's a don't. We can't let that happen. AJ, let me talk to you for a second. This team is bigger than you. It is. But I get it. You feel as though that you can contribute, and I loved your interview and I loved your answers, other than the one that I discussed earlier. But here's the thing. You are 4-0. When your team is winning and they're not even clicking yet. Remember last year we was getting on this team and they was 2-2 then. And I thought it was rightfully so. We was on this team top and they didn't get going till week 5. And what did Zach Bond come out and say at the beginning of the season? I don't think we start rolling till about week 5. That's what he said. So where are we at right now? I got 5 on it. You follow these do's and don'ts. The Philadelphia Eagles should be successful in 5-0 at the end of probably about 4 o'clock on Sunday against the I was about to say the Buccaneers, the Denver Broncos. You already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.